Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Cancer. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping me safe, for protecting the collective, keeping us safe. Cancer, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. And the deck just split in my hand with King of Cups, showing the Wheel of Fortune, and our Empress with Temperance. So Cancer, you're starting off with being very committed to the cause. Whatever you are committed to, it seems to be bringing you good fortune. So it could be work, it could be healing, and it could be that love deep down inside. You've changed your perspective. You're seeing things differently now. You're paying attention. You have choice. You will be soon completing a cycle. Things are going to change. Abundance is coming towards you because you are patient. You are being patient. You are waiting. You maybe already have been waiting. Change is coming. Changing your perspective. Work, you are working, or will find work, and you will be at an apprentice stage. You're going to start something new, and you are doing with your passion. So you're going for what you love. We have justice, so it is just that you find your way to change. It is just that you end a cycle. It is just that you change your perspective. You are becoming more and more confident, and you are rising above. You're rising above whatever it was that was not serving you. You had issues. Again, the deck is splitting. You had some issues with that Ten of Swords, other people. You've become stronger. You're standing in your own integrity, and you're standing up for yourself. You're taking care of you. You're not letting anybody take advantage of you. That King of Cups takes care of himself. This is where the change in perspective is coming in. You're starting to realize that you need to take care of yourself. There's a moon cycle, so ending up of a cycle within the next moon phase, and we're going to be starting the new moon soon. Today's Sunday. Oh, look at that. We have the Two of Pentacles. So bringing things back into balance with conversation with someone and telling of truths. So taking time out for yourself where you will find your truth. Putting down a burden. Looks like this will come in August, where you will actually feel better. And again, it's a shift. Things are going to shift for the better. Money is coming your way. It's your work. If you've changed jobs, or if you're planning on changing jobs, then that is where the shift is going to come. Your perspective will change, your ideas. Your apprenticeship is where you're beginning something, you're learning something, and it could be you're learning the truth. Here we have you're discovering your passion, you're driven by your passion, you want to make a choice because of what you are learning, as in truth maybe for some, or new studies, new classes, or learning on the job. You're finding that you really love what you do, and you want to keep going in that direction, and you're making a choice to continue along those lines. And that's again where things will change for the better for you with Jupiter. Again, we're looking at August. We're looking at between June, July, and August. For most of you, you're going to start really feeling that change coming in your pockets with money, because you're getting paid, and you're going to start to see the difference with your pay. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to want to keep going in that direction. Some of you may settle down and say, okay, this is what I want to keep doing. I'm not going to look for another job now. I found what I want to do. Cancer, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. This is a reading for the person most on your mind. Looks like I was getting into a June read for Cancer, but it's not that far off. It's just the difference is that I'm including another person in the reading, but I will be doing the June read soon. It's I think today's the 1st. I don't know why, but I just lost track of what day it is. The date. Today is Sunday, the day I'm doing the read. The deck is split again with commitment. Again, the King of Cups. So we have 4 cups now. So there's that healing, that emotional healing. You're finding your place. You're finding your strength. You're enjoying what you're doing instead of being bored and lethargic and I don't want to do this and I'm tired of seeing that, and then this card turns over. You're taking back too what was taken from you because you didn't trust somebody. You could be getting even, or you just, oh, look at me, I'm taking the cards. Never take the cards like this. Oh my gosh, I never. And there I've just turned them all upside down. Okay, let's undo that because I'm not dealing with upside down cards. Cancer. Look at that. Oh, just that's why I never shuffle that way. I always shuffle this way. The deck is split. 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords, another 7. So your difficulty is in dealing with other people, and that's where you're going to see and feel the difference because of the type of work that you're doing. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, but you're going to come through. And again, we're dealing with the person most on your mind. So it could be that the trust, the holding back, the lack of trust for the person most on your mind. Whoever you're thinking about could be someone that you're working with or that you were working with, or somebody who is dealing with money. Maybe they owe you money. Okay, last shuffle. And then I will lay the cards. I'm using the Smith-Waite tarot for this read, and the first card is your situation with the next person. The second card is how you deal with the situation, and the third card is how they are dealing with the situation. The fourth card is Spirit's advice for you and, well, the next person on your mind. And the fifth card is how you deal with that advice. And the sixth card is how they deal with the advice from Spirit. The seventh card is how the outcome, what would be the outcome to this read, and this is how you deal with that. And this ninth card is how they deal with it. And we start off with this Ace of Swords. So there's a truth to be had. There's words, victory. There's achieving the goal, receiving. And this is not just receiving. It's coming from Spirit. So you're going to know by way of someone telling you, or by way of reading between the lines, what is real truth. And when I say what is real truth, because whatever you've been told may not be actual truth. Not that it is a lie, but it is where the information is coming from. You are seeking out information with the Knave of Swords that we saw earlier. Along with the Knave of Wands, you want to make a proposal. So based on information, you are going to make a decision. You're going to make a choice. So it could be that you are dealing with someone that you need to come back to for answers. We see that the the Wheel of Fortune, again, according to what is said, things will change. According to the truth that you will receive, things will change. Abundance. Again, we saw that with the Empress. Here we see the Ten of Pentacles. So it's a solid, earned abundance. It's money coming in. It's home. It's settling down. It's having a home. It's earning from the past, money coming back to you, money owed to you. There's a concern here for having a home, for ending up of a cycle, in the sense where maybe that there is no more money, the money was lost in some cases, or you're finding out the truth about money that was supposed to come to you that never did, or that someone had taken from you. We see the Two of Swords. So again, it's waiting for the right moment, or it is actually holding back from speaking, where you need more information, or you don't trust the information that is being given to you. Here we have the commitment to our beliefs, a commitment to the way things work, a commitment to do things properly, because that's how he operates. He makes sure that the contract is clear and concise and everything is understood before signing it. Here we have the confusion, bringing things up in the air, like not sure, or skipping steps, or being overcharged in the mind, where things are overwhelmed, being overwhelmed. Could be this king that you're dealing with. If it's not you, it's a fire sign. So there, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be if you have those planets in those signs, could be your impression of being overwhelmed by certain individuals, or this is a completely different person who is overwhelmed. Yeah, see, we have too many decisions to make, or we need to choose, or there's too many people involved, or we're just wanting to bring things back into the balance, because the Seven of Wands is here again. So we're dealing with a lot of sevens. Sevens are difficult, so it's choice. It's to make a choice. It's to understand and be clear, concise, and to stand up for what you believe in. And here we have the Devil with our Temperance, with the Hermit. So, oh boy, we're really working hard at clarifying the details, and the work is it's not that it's difficult, but there is a routine that needs to be followed. There is obsession in some cases. For, again, Sagittarius comes around with the Temperance card, but then it's patience, it's being obsessed, it's being overwhelmed, it's being having addictions, it's concerned with work, could be overwhelmed by the type of work, could be the person or yourself, depending on where you fit, is having a real difficult time. There is healing that needs to occur. Someone may have gone to the hospital. I'm getting all kinds of messages, like it's all over the place now. But the sense where it's overwhelmed, there's an overwhelmed feeling. So someone may have had an anxiety attack and had to be taken to the doctor, or they may have had an accident at work, or again, being overwhelmed. It's too much stress in their mind. Could be that they fell. There's some kind of activity that has brought this person down, whether it's you or it's the person most on your mind. Here we have the Fool. So we're starting anew. We're looking at fresh start. We want to, again, because of being overwhelmed, there's too much information, or too much going on. I can't decide. My mind is not steady. Need to relax. Need to start afresh. Want to squash a project. Want to start over again. Something has fallen. Whether it's physical or emotional or mental, an idea in itself has collapsed. We need to start over. Having that faith to leap, to take that step forward. We're afraid that we can't. We're afraid that we will fall. Again, that King of Wands he's very particular. He's meticulous. And in this case, he's overwhelmed. Whether it's you or it's the next person. Ending up of a cycle. Wanting to follow your happiness. Wanting to go and get it. Looking at your happiness leaving or going to the end, or having just received so that you are feeling good and you want to move on now to do you've made up your mind where you work, you want to do this thing, you're happy where you are, you want to be where you are, you're enjoying what you're doing. And the next person is taking the higher ground or standing up for themselves or blocking because there's something that they don't trust. Yeah, maybe it's on their side where there was an accident. Here we see the Ace of Swords. So we're looking at information. Spirit is saying to be open and seek more understanding. Be understanding. Seek out knowledge. Be open to information coming. Again, we saw the Ace of Swords. We still see the Ace of Swords. Did I go back? Yes, I did. Not anxiety. Come into the Ten of Swords. Maybe they want to leave and you are skeptical. Maybe it is you that wants to leave. You want to move away from where you are because you're happier in what you're doing now, and what you were doing was not in the right place for you. Here, Spirit has given you that opportunity to start afresh. Want that forgiveness, want to start over, want to begin something new, found what you love, you want to continue, you started something and you want to continue, or you started something, or you just discovered what you love and you want to keep going in that direction. Here we have the Eight of Wands. So they are in communication, or they are in a distance, or they are coming, or they're leaving, or they want to leave, they want to go further, they want to go away from where you are, they want to return to where they are comfortable. They're going forward, they're moving forward, they're moving ahead, they're bounding, they're leaping, they've learned, they want to express what they've learned, they want to practice what they've learned. So it could be that you're both in school, or you're both applying yourselves to what you know and taking it to a high level, and you want to start something. Maybe it's a business in the sense where you found what you love. Here we have the stability of marriage. Here we have that sense of home where you're comfy, where you've graduated, you've come to understand, and now you want to settle down and you want to move on to a higher level of relationship. You've found who you want to be with. That's who you're thinking of, or that's where you want to end up. Again, it's all wands here. Eh? Be that they want to go somewhere, they want to take a journey with you. Maybe they're deciding on the honeymoon. Here you have the value, you see the value. You are working, you're making your money, you've made some, or you've made money, and you want to take a break and you want to move into the next level of relationship. You're really happy with what you have. You're feeling satisfied too. You found what you want, in other words. Or you found who you want. They are the King of Swords, so they want justice. They are very determined, very cold. Maybe they want to leave. There's karmic connection here. They're standing their ground just as much as you are. This is law. It could be the law, could be they're following the law, the natural laws. They're making sure all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. Again, they want to make sure it's done properly, whatever it is. if you're planning to get married, they want to make sure that it's all kosher, that there's no money problems to begin with. Having a home, they want to make sure that that's settled. They want to tie things up contract-wise. They want a contract, and they want to probably a prenup. Some legal form. They want to follow something legal. They could be angry. Again, this is all very straightforward, dealing with legalities. Again, there's that holding back, there's that lack of emotion, very straightforward, very contractual, they want to do the work and they want it done properly. Could be you're dealing with someone who you want to work with or you've been working with. But it looks very positive. It's a building contract for a home. For some, could be the notary for a home. They want to make sure that the house is tied in with this marriage, the celebration. Let's see the thoughts of the person most on your mind, because again, there was a trust issue. So this could be for prenup, or it could be that they're not sure that it's going to continue. Like if you guys have had trouble in your relationship and all of a sudden money comes in, they're thinking, we got to protect the money, we got to tie everything up so that we don't lose it, because we don't want to lose the home. If it is that you've lost money, they want to make sure that this money that's coming in is, or the money that you have is secure. That's what they want. They're thinking things through. Could be you're dealing with the air sign, or it could just be they're very practical, because that's a practical mind. They're very serious. They see a future with you. They want to make sure that everything is tied in legal-like. So you are so different from everyone around me. Practicality right there. They want to make sure that everything is set and done right. I don't know where to start. You probably have them confused. We saw the 7 of Cups earlier. So they're probably worried about just going with you and having everything. Maybe they're used to not having very much, and all of a sudden you've come into quite a bit and you want to share with them, and they're very confused about having, because they're very practical. I can't handle your love. Okay, so Cancer, you're just overjoyed. You're so emotional. You're probably scaring them with your love. And I don't want to laugh, but they probably are very used to not having very much. And they're on the defensive, being given so much. You got to tone down. Give them little bits at a time, you know. Why can't I move on from you? They're not sure they want to be with you, because of all of the overwhelmed feeling. Again, maybe you're dealing with the fire sign. I will take one more because I've been taking 4 for each read. I'm going to keep that. And we have the 5th one. Why do I feel this way? Cancer, you need to talk to them. You need to be gentle. You need to let them know that there is nothing to worry about. But do it in a gentle way. Don't rush them. Go with baby steps with them. Maybe marriage is just too soon for them. But be honest and let them know that it's okay. Be gentle. This is a beautiful reading, Cancer. Don't overwhelm them. Bring it down. And on that note, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.